Hello everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon White. In the last part, we saw that now that N has revived Reshiram. Now he wants us to find the other dragon Pokemon. And Alder really thinks that the best location to find it is inside the Relic Castle. But however, this time, instead of just the last time we were here, we were only in only one or two areas that we could only go to before. But now we can go past that worker, and we are now gonna be taking on we are basically gonna be taking on more of a team. Yeah, we are essentially gonna be taking on more team pool last grunts as we continue going downwards through the Relic Castle. I've heard about you. I heard you work Pokemon hard. It's more so I train my team. Thank you very much. Yeah, you're going down, buddy. Alright, you and your watchdog are going down by my crocodile here. Ding. Yeah, at this point, considering that we're just gonna be fighting this guy, I don't have much to say. Other than honestly, I just really want to enjoy the music. Alright, take my final play, and you are guns up. Okay, not sure if the crib was entirely necessary. And wow, yeah, my crocodile almost leveled up there. Jeez. Yeah, and I probably should have stayed in, but considering that it's a Krokorok, yeah, I think my Sigilift should be able to handle it. Aha, you missed me, sucker. Yeah, your swagger cannot harm me because you missed your attack. And apparently I see you're also a really big a Krokorok fan, aren't you? I mean, obviously I don't mind, but I'm just saying you could do better. And wow, two Krokoroks wanted to go for swagger and they both missed. Damn, my Sigilift is just getting too damn evasive. But anyway, Sigilift now level 41. Alright, very nice +3 for HP and special attack. Although I wish that +2 was for defense, not for attack. Oh, here we go. Now my Sigilift was Ordinary Slash. And I say hell yes, I am learning this. So yeah, it's about time that we finally ditched Air Cutter for Air Slash. Now my Sigilift can really bring it now. Alright, now let's make sure that our team's fully healed up again. Well, it's mostly my crocodile since he was the only one that took the majority of the damage. But whatever. And now go down the quicksand. Oh, I don't want to go down! What? And no. Okay, now since we are now going to be going through this portion of the Relic Castle, I can now say the Pokemon that you find as you now go even lower within the castle. The Pokemon you find now are actually more stronger and are also more evolved as well too. Yeah, cause now at this point, yeah, you can find Krokoroks. Yeah, for wild Krokoroks. And you can also find the evolution of Yamask, Cofagrigus. Yeah, a ghost type Sarcophagus. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the ghost type that, if you've actually seen my Pokepark playthrough, a Cover Grigas actually can't use those arms, arms and hands of his to actually walk that Cover Grigas actually uses those hands to actually move like a spider. Yeah, a spider with much less legs, or even much less thereof, considering that Kafagrigus is actually used as hands instead of feet. Well, it's more so the Kafagrigus doesn't obviously doesn't have it at least, but whatever. You get my point, right? and also, yeah, and thanks to Journeys. Yeah, we definitely see that Kavagrigus definitely likes to put people like Pokemon, inside, like inside them, so they can transform them into mummies, maybe. Well, except for that guy in the Psyduck, really did not get transformed into mummies. Although during the Black and White anime, now, even though it was, I think it was said that while Kafagrigus can turn people into mummies, but now, while it did happen to Iris and Axew, but I think it was just they got themselves into mummies themselves, not so much by Kafagrigus. Yeah, I don't know exactly what occurred down there. Alright, now we get this. Okay, yeah. Now, yes, you saw, we now get the TM for Shadow Ball. Yeah, that's right. The ghost type move that essentially every ghost type has. Yeah, and it was the OG ghost move, but come on, there are other ghost moves in the games, people. Yeah, we have friggin' Ominous Wind, Hex. Yeah, it is not just, it's not just a Shadow Ball, man. Yeah, you may as well give the other ghost moves a freaking chance, man. Jeez. But I'm not saying that Shadow Ball is a useless move. Yeah, far from it. I'm just saying, I just wish, for those of you who utilize ghost types, get to utilize more ghost moves. Well, I'm more so talking about ghost type Pokemon get to utilize more ghost moves other than Shadow Ball all the time. Yeah, especially for the enemy's case. Yeah, it's just the one move that you normally see from ghost types. Yeah. But anyways, as you saw there, yep, now we managed to get our hands on a Sunstone. Now for any Pokemon that evolve with a Sunstone, that being Contini and Petalil, now you can evolve them with that with that stone. Yeah, which means for those of you who are wanting to utilize a Contini or a Petalil, yeah, you actually have to wait until this point of the game in order for you to get your Sunstone. Yeah, which is why I really don't recommend you utilizing Contini or Petalil really. Yeah, even though their evolutions are really much of an annoyance to deal with, and they can be extremely helpful to you if you really want to use them. But it's just that. But what I'm saying is that you, of course, have to wait up. You essentially have to wait up until this point in order for you to get their evolution stone. So yeah. But anyways. Now, back to what I was saying about, Kavagrigas. Yeah, those two, scenes that I talked about, that were in the anime, those were the only major appearances that Kavagrigas ever got in the anime. Yeah, Coppercrackers doesn't really appear all that much. Yeah, it doesn't really get that much. Doesn't really get that many. Yeah, Coppercrackers doesn't get that many appearances in the anime, which is honestly a darn shame, really. Yeah, I may have said this previous times, but if I didn't, I may as well say it here. Yeah, I just wish some Pokemon that could definitely got more treatment within the anime. Yeah, specifically those who have not gotten the major screen time, or even more screen time. Yeah, more than the ones that are essentially getting the majority of the anime screen time. Now, especially when we got to Horizons, because since it was the end of considering that with Journeys, it was the end of Ash's journey. The end of us seeing Ash as the main protagonist anyway. So with Horizons, you would probably think that they're now gonna try to step away from utilizing having Ash's Pokemon, the Pokemon that Ash usually has on him. On a daily, a basis. But no. Immediately they had to bring up that one of the characters in Horizons not only has Pikachu, but also Charizard. Come on. Were you trying to step away from using those two for once? Yeah, and I get Pikachu. I obviously get it. But why another Charizard? Why another main character Charizard again? Why? We already had Ash's Charizard, then we had friggin' Alon's Charizard, then we had Kukui's Charizard, and then we had Leon's Charizard, and then we had Horizon's Charizards. Come on, guys, we are not getting off with the Charizards. Although, considering, now for those of you who have seen Horizons recently, yeah, know that the Charizard and Freed aren't exactly around that much anymore. Yeah, for those of you who have seen those episodes, yeah, that definitely happened. Yeah, and that's why we have not seen those two ever since that day. Ever since one episode that they actually vanished. Yeah, honestly, even though there are people that are speculating that they might be they're let's just say deceased, I'm more so thinking that they're probably gonna considering that they have no major announcements that they actually did deceased. That's why I am going to believe that Freed and Charizard are probably going to show up, much later on. Yeah, are probably going to show up again much later. We just don't know when. Yeah, that is what I'm speculating right now. Yeah. But anyways, now I think with these two Team Plasma members, yeah, I'm thinking these two should be the last ones before we go meet up with Alder. Yep, there he is. And along with him is, of course, yep, Ghetsis. I finally caught up. Yeah, you finally did. No, you two, come here. Come to my side. I thought we were already on your side. It looks like everyone is here. Yeah, every major character anyway. It seems you are working hard to resurrect Zekrom, the other Dragon-type Pokemon, aren't you? But it appears the Darkstone you seek is not here. Well then, congratulations are in order. Ditto, you were chosen by our king. Hey, if you truly desire to keep the world, the world as it is, where Pokemon live alongside people, you must bring the Alder Dragon type Pokemon spoken of in the legend, and battle with our king. Otherwise, Team Plasma will steal every Pokemon from every person in the world and release them all. Release them, you say? Do the Pokemon who live with their trainers actually want that? Is the liberation you talk about really just stealing Pokemon from people? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you mean by that, Alder. What's this? Champion Alder. Even though illness took the Pokemon that have been your partner for many years, and you haven't had a serious battle in all that time. Even you, who ordered the Elite Four to attack the Pokemon League, and left to wander the Universe region alone. Even a champion like you now wants to protect the world where Pokemon and people live together. Team Plasma's king will show the people of Unova that he is stronger than a champion who keeps Pokemon about. And just like the hero who founded Unova, he will be accompanied by the legendary Pokemon. He will give this order: trainers, release your Pokemon. For this, we have prepared a suitable castle for the legendary Reshiram and our king. And I wonder where his castle really is. I won't lose. I'll fight for all trainers who love their Pokemon, and for all Pokemon who believe in their trainers. Our king has no interest in you. He has already determined that victory against you is assured. So you stay behind just to tell me that? Just to make a fool of me? Of course not. I'm doing this out of kindness. Yes, kindness. Yeah, kindness indeed, huh? I'm making sure the champion doesn't get hurt for no reason. Granted, the moment when someone loses all hope, I really do love to watch that moment. Well then, farewell. Yep. Once again, farewell to Ghetsis. Alder? What are you going to do now? Yeah, what is he gonna do? It seems my only choice is to return to the Pokemon League and battle in. But it bothers me to do exactly what Ghetsis wants. More importantly, what should we do about the Darkstone? Alder, why don't we go outside? Why don't we go outside for now? Yes, that's a good idea. It's hard to breathe in here. Yep. Yeah, I guess being below here, it may be a little bit hard to breathe. Yeah. It's hard to put into words, but I'll never forgive them for this. What could that guy called N possibly possibly want? Could he be trying to prove he is right by winning the battle of the two dragons? Yeah, that is quite possible. But now we got ourselves a call from Juniper. Yeah, not Cedric, his daughter anyway. Yeah, hi, we can already see you. Why you do not need a shout. Oh, are you picked up? Hey, Ditto. I come to the museum in Night Queen City immediately. Right away, got it? Why? I mean, right now! Alright, you do not need a shout. I know, I heard you the first time. I could hear Professor Juniper's voice from clear over here. It seems like something big is happening. I wonder what is awaiting at the museum in Night Queen City. I'll go on ahead. Yep, as for sure you will. Yeah, it uses fly, but which Pokemon has it? I'll look around here once more. I don't want to believe what that Ghetsis says. You should head for the Night Queen City Museum. And we shall get to that starting with the next part. And so, until then, I'll see you guys next time.